MacVoices is supported by Text Expander by Smile. Find out just how powerful a few keystrokes can be at textexpander.com. MacVoices is at CES in Las Vegas. I'm Chuck Joyner. Folks, we're in the Eureka Park area talking to Owl Labs about the Meeting Owl, their camera that will improve your meetings. Good to see you.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you for taking the time. I know it's just a little nuts right now, but tell us about Meeting Owl.
Yeah, so the Meeting Owl is an all-in-one conference system that is designed to take your meeting from being your typical kind of flat high school projection view into more like a CNN-produced style. So what we have here is a 360-degree camera with a microphone array and speaker system on the inside that allows you to throw this into the middle of your meeting. And then as your participants are talking and engaging kind of the way that we are right now, this will pick up on our faces and our voices, figure out where we are, and then add that to the stream in a cut style. So if you take a look over here, you can see that it will actually hone in on the current active speaker, or if there's a conversation with multiple speakers, hone in on those people and bring them together in one view.
Okay, so I'm here, you're here, Norbert's behind the camera. If Norbert is talking, you're saying this will automatically go to him.
Because it does a 360 degree. So it would sit right here, and it would pick up Norbert, it would pick up me, it would pick up you, and actually cut us into the frames. And as you and I are having this conversation, it would pan out a little bit, and then as he comes in, it would inject him in. So it really becomes like an intelligently produced meeting.
I like this.
It's phenomenal for remote people, for interviewing users, for really any time that you have a group of people that are having an immersive conversation and you want somebody who's on the outside to feel like they're a part of that and able to contribute.
Now, obviously, this has to connect to the internet somehow. Are we going through Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, or how is that happening?
So this shows up as a USB peripheral. So it shows up and does all the intelligent production on itself. And so it will plug into Zoom, it plugs into Skype, it really plugs into anything that will read a video stream.
So we need to connect it to a laptop.
You need to connect it to a laptop.
Okay,
right,
which is not a small thing, but it's also not it's a small price to pay for something like that.
Yeah, and it's really targeted at systems where you have multiple organizations that are working with each other, and they tend to have those bigger conference systems already, so this slips right into what they're doing on a day-to-day basis.
And you mentioned Zoom, you mentioned Skype, so it's going to support pretty much anything because it's doing all the work inside.
Exactly, and so it does all the work on the inside, and what's really interesting is later on this year, as we come out with our ability to expand into to wider rooms, this will actually pair with other ones that are in the room and give you a bigger view for one individual device. So if you have like a boardroom as an example, you can put two of these out, and normally when you have like the person at the end of the boardroom that they're just kind of that little speck, this will actually give them full focus and frame as though they were in the front of the table. So it really democratizes that ability to see and speak in the meeting.
It's very nice, very nice. Is this shipping?
This is shipping. You can buy this on Amazon right now. There's two versions. We have the Meeting Owl Original. It's that black unit over there. Or we have the Meeting Owl Pro, which is a 1080p, a little bit louder, has the ability to zoom in, a little bit sleeker for those professional applications.
And we have to ask about the price.
So the Meeting Owl Original is shipping right now for $7.99, and the Meeting Owl Pro is $9.99.
Oh, that's very, very affordable, especially for what you're getting. And I mean, I can think of a lot of different uses, but if you're talking about primarily business, that's a very reasonable expense.
Exactly, and it's a nice unit that you kind of put in the center of your table, and it feels immersive, and the sound quality is really there to give people just a different kind of meeting experience and take the biggest investment that you have, your people, and make sure that the meetings that you're having are really utilizing them to their best ability that they can.
Very cool, very cool. Anything I've missed? Because I'm sure there are other questions, but and the other thing too is you can put this in the middle of a meeting table, and it's not going to be obtrusive at all. It's going to fade into the background.
Exactly. We've had people mount it upside down, so we do have the mounting capability. So they'll mount it upside down for like classrooms, which has been really interesting to see. Or if you're in kind of your standard room, you can plop this in, and because you can kind of run it with your laptop, it is portable. You can bring it wherever you're going and just enhance that experience.
Wow, very nice. The website is?
owllabs.com.
Well, thanks so much for the time. Very, very cool product.
Really appreciate it.
Good to see you. Thank you. Folks, we'll have more from CES in Las Vegas. Thanks for watching.
Visit MacVoices.com for show notes and to connect with Chuck on social media. Get involved in our Facebook group or like our Facebook page, and get more out of your Apple tech with MacVoices Magazine, free on Flipboard and on the web. And if you find value in it all, consider supporting us through either our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/MacVoices or by making a one-time donation via the PayPal link on our front page and in the show notes of each episode. You will join these fine people who help bring you Mac Voices. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CacheFly at cachefly.com.